The only girl I know that gives away free fuck. Are we promoting prostitution now? I've heard a lot of girls talking about this, like, oh, I'm not fucking for free. When did we start normalizing fucking for money? I don't know how they've made it sound nice, but it's prostitution. I need that before I open my legs. It's prostitution. I don't care what these rap girlies are telling you and how nice they're making it sound. It's prostitution. And a lot of times I know when certain gal haven't actually dealt with money man, because when you deal with money man, you actually realize that a lot of them ain't got nothing going on. They're emotionally constipated. They don't know how to communicate that they like you or that they care about you or that you mean something to them. A lot of them are cold. Deal with a few of these guys that you think you want to deal with, and you will see that it ain't it. It's definitely not it. Please, ladies, stop this. Stop this glorification of this like domestic prostitution. And that's what it is.
Yeah, she's not wrong. Most of them are professionals. Most of them are selling it. Most of them sell it. They don't always walk on the streets like the usual night walkers do. They do it online. They do it with sugar daddy stuff. They do it transactionally. Most of them are selling it. That's why they have a high body count. And that's why they have a lot of the stuff they have, even though they're not working or they don't earn as much. Why are you going to give your life and your resources to someone who literally is for sale? Think about it. But that's what's happening out here. That's what most of them are doing. You can pretend that, oh, this is how it's done. But let's be honest. If you have to pay a woman to be with her, you have to pay for a dinner and all of that. She is a professional. That's what most of them are doing. And I keep saying this. If you want to know where a woman's interest lies, follow where her money goes. If you're paying for shit, you're a trick. And she's a professional. You don't believe me? Just watch these next clips.
Your ideal man wanted to retire you today. Would you accept it?
And I can't.
You can't do anything else. He wants you to focus on being a nurturing mother and a good wife to him.
It's a yes or no, because I also am a human being and I have a passion and I love what I do. And to think about giving that up for the rest of my life for some guy, I can't fully answer that.
Let me ask you another question, right? So if a package was delivered to your house, it says that if you accept this money with this briefcase, you're retired. You don't have to work anymore. Give up all the things that you're doing and take this 100 million, right? Would you accept that 100 million, or would you be like, forget that 100 million because I want to braid hair?
No, that's 100 million.
Okay.
Just like a woman.
It exposed you clear right then and there. That means that you're looking at the man in a very disdain way. You would accept a random briefcase that doesn't have a soul, but you wouldn't accept a man that will retire you.
It's maybe it's more that it's hard to trust. I think that plays a role.
Okay. So you've experienced these things in a man and it molded your mindset to now. So that's why you choosing the briefcase instead of choosing a valuable man. But that's not on the man. That's on you. That means that the traumas that you went through in your past, you have to overcome those traumas. So when you do meet a man that can retire you, you trust that man. Because a briefcase, baby girl, ain't never gonna come.
Yes, most of them are professionals.
Yes.
That's all they want. That's all they care about, the money. They don't care about you. They don't want you. Most of them just want the money. Like this girl said, if he's going to retire her, he comes to the money. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want to give him anything he wants in return. She just wants the money. They are all selling it. It's all for sale. Listen to what Correy has to say about that.
Like candy on the internet. And you got the money to buy the hoe, because they all for sale. That's why they on the internet showing it off. All I'm saying is, old niggas on the internet, you heading for trouble. Because they got some shit on that motherfucker that's a trap, boy.
If it ain't for sale, she sure isn't going to be advertising it. If she's posting, especially the thirst traps and all, and she's keeping her DMs open to receive messages and she's responding, it is for sale. Once she has a skin show, and once she's dressed like a professional, it's for sale. And now this is what most women do. The world has made it easy for them to do it. There's no shame. because they talk about don't shame them, don't call them SLUTSs, don't say this, don't say that, because they want to be able to sell the thing for a decade or a decade and a half, and sometimes 2 decades. And when they have almost zero value left, that's when they want you to pick them up and not judge them for their past. But why would you want someone who sells herself? Oh, she's going to sell you out when she gets the chance too.
You have to be open to people that will change your state, not coddle you in your rut. Focus on your vision of the future, not your memories of the past. Goals are nothing but memories of the future. What are your goals? I love this tweet by Jeff Putnam. He says, "My wife never questioned my decision to spend our entire savings account on starting my first business. All she said was, 'Okay, I'm sure you can make it work like you always do.'" He says, "Find you a woman that believes in you and never let her go." Men do better with a supportive, appreciative, loving woman, a wife by their side. Or they can do pretty shitty as well if she decides that she wants to sabotage everything. Like I said, a woman with one schizophrenic decision can change your trajectory. Unless it's a wife, never unlock a woman's sexual potential. Why? Because she's going to have a newfound self, and she's going to be unconsciously marketing it to the world. You don't want a sexually unlocked woman as a girlfriend. That is something you do to your wife. If you don't take this advice, and some of you in the comments are going to agree with me on this, if you don't take my advice on this one, she will never be yours. It will be only your turn. And I'm not being black-pilled about it, but the reality is only a husband should be unlocking his wife's potential. Never try to fix something that somebody else broke. Regarding relationships, if somebody effed up your relationship somehow or has messed it up, it's not your job to fix it. It's their job. If they can't fix what they broke, then it's time to kick them out. It's time to end that. It's not your job to fix what someone else broke. That just spoke to somebody. And if it was you, email me. Every single woman has to face her demons and experience a dark night of the soul, an ego death. Don't even go near women who haven't faced their demons. She knows exactly what they are. Most women destroy themselves and they inflict copious amounts of collateral damage in the process. With men, a trail of broken bodies behind them, they are avoidant runners. Everything is perfect right up until the moment that they sprint out of the relationship. This is why that a man feels that a flame was extinguished. But women have to face their demons. That's one of the things that you have to vet a woman for.
A wife doesn't sell her cat out. A wife hasn't been unlocked by many men before. You're the one who unlocks her. You're the master key. She should be a good lock, not a shitty lock that every key has opened before. Modern women for you, shitty locks everywhere. If you want a wife, a proper wife, a loyal one of the key things you have to look for is promiscuity and how she treats her body and her spirit, her soul, her mind. Is it for sale or is it something she deems sacred, she cherishes? You have to look out for that one.
Super speedy 2023 dating wrapped in 90 seconds. I'm 36, I'm Hayley, I live in the northwest of England and I date men. So 29 first dates. I feel like there's a lot more, but I've got 29 on the clock, okay? Majority English, 1 Irish, 1 American, 1 Canadian, 1 Australian, 1 Dutch. Of those 29, 8 made it to a second date. Of those, 5 made it to 3 dates or more. Of those 29 first dates, 3 flat out rejected me. Like, sent me a message, hey, sorry, nice meeting you. There were about 10 mutual ghostings, didn't like each other. And the other, I reckon about 15, I sent the rejection message to them. And one blocked me immediately after a date, but I think he was married. And I didn't like him anyway, but I think he was married. Of those 29 first dates, they were all dinner and or drinks in either Manchester, Liverpool, surrounding villages, 2 in London. Of those 29 dates, I paid half on 3. It's not great stats, is it? 3. I tend to date like quite masculine, dominant men who pay for things. I cried over 2 boys this year. 2 too many. And I'm currently been on a first date with somebody, and I have a second date planned with him next week, and I'm really hopeful about it. He's a really nice one. Maybe this is it.
And trust me, those 29s, a lot of them hit. You can tell from her eyes, you can tell from her demeanor. Apart from that, there are a lot more that didn't even go on a date with her that hit. So imagine a body count. Oh Lord. But this is what you have to pick from. Luckily, they are bold enough to reveal what they do to us on the internet. At least we should be grateful for that, because generally you wouldn't know. You would have to learn how to discern. But now she's given the facts, and she smashed most of them in a year. So what about all those other years? What's a notch count now? What kind of trauma does she have? What kind of mental problems does she have? How many babies did she delete? Think about that. Well, like she said, 3 of them rejected her. Those are 3 smart men. I realized that, nah, that's a slag. That's a strumpet. I need to get the hell out of there. My time is way more important to me than to waste on these ones. But there you go.
Feminism, it's truly poison.
I've seen it more times than I choose to even say. While most men want to build something, women are okay with just being somebody's fuck buddy on occasion, or traveling for business and fucking Pavel in sales, or Kevin in marketing. That's just the reality. I'm not being cynical. I'm just reporting. Like, don't shoot the messenger here. The whole concept of building something scares the crap out of the average Western modern woman. And how do I define modern woman? If she has running water in her house, she's a modern woman. All I keep meeting is women who just want to slap cheeks and have fun. That's it. I don't meet women that want to build anything. It's just clapping cheeks. That's all it is. In my younger years, that would be something to be excited about. There's more to life than clapping cheeks. Money matters. Ask anyone who's ever broke. Ask any man whose wife split due to financial issues. Ask anyone who works 3 jobs. Ask any career woman who wants to find a guy to marry so she doesn't have to work. Money matters, bro. Now, you don't make money for a woman. You make money for yourself and for your lifestyle and for your charities and doing good and building something that outlives you. If a woman wants to join you as you are building, cool. Then she's a helpmate. Then you have the right to say, many women have done excellently, my dear, my love, and my wife, but you have surpassed them all. Are you meeting women that surpass them all?
It's on you to decide which type of woman you want. It's on you to decide if she's worthy of you or not. If she's been with a lot of men. 29 dates in 2019, plus the one-night stands, the hookups, all those extra bodies. Some of them are selling themselves. Is that an ilk you want? You get to decide that. You also get to decide what type of man you are. And if you're a shitty person, you're not quality enough, then you're deserving of such ilk of women that are not quality. So first you need to decide what type of man you are and what type of woman that's worthy of you. Or you can just decide to go around and sleep around, try and get your body count high. But guess what? Even though it doesn't affect men as much as it affects women, sleeping around still affects men. You're still going to get bad, negative ramifications for doing that, but you still get to choose. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and until next time,